Hello, I am Orange Cat, and this is my analysis for Toonami's ratings from February 9th, 2019. And overall, this was another solid week for the block, with one very notable exception. Let's start from the top. Dragon Ball Super, for the third week in a row, gets a 0.38. Very solid rating. And as you can see, it really carried on through the rest of the night. Got a little. Dragon Ball Super is really developing this halo effect. If you don't know what that is, a halo effect with regards to television is when a show early in a block, early in prime time, has a high enough rating that a higher amount of people stay tuned in for the rest of the network for the rest of the night just because they're, I guess, too lazy to turn off the TV or whatever. And you can see it here because you have something like Boruto, which had a series high right after it at a 0.27, and so on and so forth. So again, Dragon Ball Super really keeping it up. Maybe with Tournament of Power really kicking up next week, we get a 0.4. That'd be a really good number to hit. Let's see if it gets there next week. But like I mentioned a moment ago, Boruto 0.27 series high, really thriving right behind Dragon Ball Super, and probably doing better, holding better the ratings from better retention from Super. That's what I meant to say. Better retention from Super than probably any other show in this block probably would have gotten. And afterwards, you have My Hero Academia getting a 0.23, which is pretty par for the course. My Hero Academia at this slot in this schedule, so another pretty good night. Oh, and it also got over 500,000 total viewers. I believe it was languishing just below that for a while, so that's another good sign for the show and for the block. And then you have the debut, the 1 hour debut of Sword Art Online Alicization. I believe that's how you pronounce it, since it's about a character named Alice. Getting a 0.18, not a horrible rating, but Mob Psycho had averaged about a 0.19, 0.20, so it is a small step below that, and with viewers dropping below 400,000, which I believe never happened to Mob in this slot. But let's see where it goes from here. Maybe it builds a following, maybe it builds up, and yeah. And then you have Megalobox taking the week off since this was a 1 hour episode of Sword Art Online. The 1 o'clock show gets skipped. They go to 1:30 with JoJo with another 0.15. Considering where it's been rating for most of this, most of Diamond is Unbreakable, it's not that bad. It's probably still a little better than what it usually has been doing. Black Clover, I believe, went up 1/100th to a 0.14 here, so not horrible. I mean, it's at 2 a.m. You can't expect amazing ratings that late at night, but still, 0.14 is not the end of the world. It's actually pretty good. I'm going to skip the next show and go right to 3 o'clock for the time being. Shippuden 0.15, really doing well. Because, like I said, Shippuden has a very, very loyal audience. People will not. There's a number of people that won't watch Toonami and they'll just tune in at 3 a.m. just for Naruto. And that's something that Toonami's really capitalized on, knowing that they can save some of the earlier spots for shows that might not necessarily already have a diehard fan base that would follow the show that late at night. So that's something I've been advocating since Shippuden was pushed early in the block to couple up with Boruto. And yeah, it's doing well. And then you have the rerun part of the block with Attack on Titan at 0.14, Pop Team Epic. This was either the final or second to last episode, I believe, of this rerun block of Pop Team Epic. And then you have Gundam at a 0.12 also. Now back to the one show I skipped, Hunter x Hunter. Okay, if you look at the 18 to 49 rating here, you'll see it's a 0.12. You'll also see that it's tied with this rating with two other shows, that being the rerun of Pop Team Epic and that being the rerun of Gundam. So it's like already bad enough that you look, it's like it lost to a rerun of Attack on Titan. It's the lowest rated premiere of the night. And now, I consider the tiebreaker here to be the 18 to 49 viewers, which, considering that that's the desired demographic for advertising, which is why we're obsessed with 18 to 49 in the first place. That's why I'm not just simply reading off the viewers, because that can be misleading, especially for a block like Toonami, which is very concentrated in 18 to 49 viewer base, especially 18 to 34-year-old males. But I digress, back to it. So my tiebreaker being 18 to 49 viewers. If you look that rightmost hand column, it's a Hunter x Hunter and compare it to Pop Team Epic and Gundam, you'll see that not only is Hunter x Hunter have the same rounded to 100th rating, it had slightly, but fewer viewers in this key demographic. Hunter x Hunter lost the night, which sucks because it's a show I've generally enjoyed. Albeit, I will admit the Chimera Ant arc has really dragged, especially not this, not the episode that just aired that got this rating, but the one the week before was just as close as I can say to a plain out bad episode from Hunter x Hunter. It's the one if you've seen it before. Spoilers if you haven't seen it for as long as I talk about Hunter x Hunter here. It was the one where Yuppie and Poof bring the king back to life by kind of sacrificing their bodies. And anyone who's watched it will see how weird that scene gets. Very bizarre, and it's just something that you don't want to watch with anyone else in the room, or else you're going to feel very awkward. I'm just going to keep it at that. And it's the type of thing that would put people off that's wanting action. Like, I want to see how this Gon and Pito thing goes out, how they're running out now. Is Pito gonna, like, out of nowhere start fighting Gon? And then you have this thing where you have the other people still at the compound. You have Palm, you have oh my god, I keep forgetting the other characters' names. It's such a large ensemble, you can forget these people's names. We have all these different like characters and these different arcs. They're all now together in the castle, trying to plot what to do next. Well, basically, their main plan now is to basically hold Komugi as a hostage, but whatever. And you want to see this because there's a lot of potential of action here. But then you just end up watching 20 episodes of Oof kind of squealing about how much he loves the king. It's creepy. Oof's a creepy character in a good way, but no one wants to watch him 20 minutes glob about how much he loves the king. But that's a rant for another day. But still, I think that's just a general fatigue a lot of people have had with Hunter x Hunter. The Chimera Ant arc started in December of 2017. I believe it was December of that year. So it's been going on for about 15 months. Fortunately, there's only like, I think 7 episodes left, somewhere in the ballpark of that left in the arc. So things are finally winding down. As you can tell, since there's fewer and fewer characters left to monitor. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this week. What do you think? Do you agree with my opinions about the block? Do you think Hunter x Hunter's Chimera Anarch has gone on forever? What do you think? Please leave a comment below. If you like this content, please like, please subscribe if you want more of it. Also like and subscribe, I guess. I don't know why I phrased it like that. So yeah, that's it. That's it, really. I am Orange Cat, and that is all.